Let's bring in ABC News contributor Lieutenant General Douglas Lute. General Lute, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. And I want to start right there with that New York Times report on the CIA warnings about a potential increase in Hamas violence in the days before the attack. What does this tell us about the scope of what many think was a major intelligence breakdown?
Well, I think there's no question that this was an intelligence failure, probably at multiple dimensions. You know, the U.S. has no closer intelligence partner for sharing intelligence in both directions than that with Israel. So I'm confident that if the U.S. had early warning, that it was shared with Israel. The question then becomes, where did that intelligence end up? Did it end up in the hands of military and civilian decision makers? And of course, we just don't know that yet. There'll be time for the forensics on the intelligence failure. The real question right now is to move on, win this fight. And then Israel has a tradition, a historical tradition of holding leaders accountable. I believe that'll happen, but that's months in the future.
What we do know is that Americans are among the hostages that were taken. We know that a ground incursion is expected and that Israeli troops have already launched localized raids into Gaza. Walk us through the delicate nature of a potential ground operation. Obviously, a tremendously densely populated area and the civilian population at risk.
Well, there's no tougher military task than combat in an urban area, especially an urban area so densely populated as northern Gaza. So this is a very tough military task. It's complicated because the terrain, in military terms, will feature rubbled streets, collapsed buildings, a tunnel network controlled by Hamas. The defender in such situations, in this case Hamas, has every tactical advantage. The ranges of observation, how far one can see, how far one can shoot, how far one can communicate, will all be abbreviated. They'll be shortened. So many of the technological advantages that Israel typically would hold will be denied in this battlefield.
Many concerns about what's to come. Lieutenant General Douglas Lute, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.